What's going on, everybody? My name is Rodney Rudnick, and I manifest wealthy realities. And how I do that is with a system that I'm going to be sharing with you today. And so, what I want to hurry up and do real quick is get straight into business. If you are watching this on a replay, go ahead and comment hashtag replay. If you are tuning in live, go ahead and let us know where you are tuning in from. I'm going to break down a couple things, let y'all see a couple things and what's going on here. So first of all, most people, they don't understand what bitcoins are, what cryptocurrency is. Hi Lola. So let me go ahead and just play this little video. I don't want to take up a whole bunch of time, but it's like 9.5 minutes long and it's really good. I might get through like half of it. So let's go ahead and run this real quick.
Say there's a coin that's currently worth hundreds of US dollars, but it's not made of gold or platinum or any precious metal. In fact, it's not the kind of coin you can hold in your hand or stick in a piggy bank. It's a digital currency, which means it only exists electronically. I'm talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't work like most money. It isn't attached to a state or government, so it doesn't have a central issuing authority or regulatory body. Basically, that means there's no organization deciding when to make more bitcoins, figuring out how many to produce, keeping track of where they are, or investigating fraud. So how does Bitcoin work as a currency? Or have any value at all? Well, Bitcoin wouldn't exist without a whole network of people and a little thing called cryptography. In fact, it's sometimes described as the world's first cryptocurrency, and here's how it works. Bitcoin is a fully digital currency, and you can exchange bitcoins between computers in a worldwide peer-to-peer network. The whole point of most peer-to-peer networks is sharing stuff, like letting people make copies of super legal music or movies to download. If Bitcoin is a digital currency, what's stopping you from making a bunch of counterfeit copies and becoming fabulously wealthy? Well, unlike an MP3 or a video file, a Bitcoin isn't a string of data that can be duplicated. A Bitcoin is actually an entry on a huge global ledger called the blockchain, for reasons we'll get to in a minute. The blockchain records every Bitcoin transaction that has ever happened. And as of late 2016, the complete ledger is about 107 gigabytes of data. So when you send someone bitcoins, it's not like you're sending them a bunch of files. Instead, you're basically writing the exchange down on that big ledger, something like Michael sends Hank 5 bitcoins. Now, maybe you're thinking, but wait, you said that Bitcoin doesn't have a central authority to keep track of everything. Even though the blockchain is a central record, there's no official group of people who update the ledger and keep track of everybody's money like a bank does. It's decentralized. In fact, anybody can volunteer to keep the blockchain up to date with all the new transactions, and a ton of people do. It all works because there are lots of people keeping track of the same thing to make sure all transactions are accurate. Like, imagine you're playing a game of poker with some pals, but none of you have poker chips and you left your cash at home. There's no money on the table, so a few of you get out some notebooks and start writing down who bets how much, who wins, and who loses. You don't completely trust anyone else, so everyone keeps their ledgers separately. At the end of every hand, you all compare what you've written down. That way, if someone makes a mistake, or tries to cheat and snag some extra money for themselves, that discrepancy is caught. After a couple of hands, you might fill up a page of your notebook with notes about the money movement. You can think of each page as a block of transactions. Eventually, your notebook will have pages and pages of information, a chain of those blocks. Hence, blockchain. Now, if thousands of people are separately maintaining the Bitcoin block...
Alright, so that's kind of like why Bitcoin is trustworthy in the eyes of the people and why one Bitcoin is worth $10,000 right now, right? So let me go ahead and play this video right here for y'all so that y'all can get an understanding of what it is that we are currently doing now, similar to Bitcoin, but maybe a little bit different. So let me go ahead and let this play real quick.
A salesman pulled into a little one-horse town to make a phone call. He stopped at the only hotel, walked into the lobby, and asked if he could use the phone. Now, after a short conversation, he told the owner that he might have to stay the night, and he paid him $200 to reserve a room just in case. After serving the traveler a late lunch, the hotel owner took the $200 and walked straight over to the butcher. "Here's the money I owe you for the steaks from last week," he said. "Thanks," said the butcher. And as soon as the hotel owner left, he took the $200 across the street to the barber. "Hey man, sorry it's a little late, but I brought you the $200 to settle my account." "All good," said the barber. And as the butcher left, He ran down the street to the parking lot where the local traffic officer was having a donut and a coffee in his car. "Thanks for that traffic fine you paid on my behalf. Here's the $200 to cover that." "Great," said the officer, pulled out of the parking lot and drove around the corner to Harry's pub. "Hey, Harry," he said, "time to settle my tab. Here's $200. "Cool, man," said the pub owner, took the $200 and walked straight across the street to the hotel. "Thanks for that case of beers you let me have last week from your stock when I ran out. Here's $200 for that." "Perfect," said the hotel owner. "I'm glad I could help." Just then, the traveling salesman walked into the lobby. "Turns out I'm going to have to hit the road after all, but thanks for keeping the room." "No problem," said the hotel owner, as he handed the salesman his $200 refund. Now that afternoon, a traveling salesman's $200 brought $800 worth of commerce to a small town, and it ended up leaving the town in exactly the same wallet it came in with. All the transactions were settled without a middleman or a centralized institution involved at any stage. In fact, these transactions could have taken place with any form of currency. It could just as well have been a piece of paper with the letters IOU written on it, as long as everybody in the chain of commerce recognized, trusted, and accepted it as a store of value. If you now replace the IOU note with a digital security token transferred through a decentralized open ledger like a blockchain, the need for trust is also removed. Go one step further and place all the businesses in town in one portfolio with their combined value as an asset backing the security token, and offer every citizen a small percentage shareholding in this portfolio. Everyone would earn a little something every time anybody buys anything from anywhere. The economic ecosystem created in this way is what we call the new economic evolution of the world. Sounds a little too far-fetched? Well, it's not. Through the Skyway Invest Group Crypto Unit program, more than 500,000 ordinary people just like you and I are already enjoying the benefits of this structure around the globe. So, we have proof of concept, and once the crypto unit converts to a security token, millions will join in as the movement goes mainstream. If you can dream it.
Alright, so like this is like the way that we can get really wealthy for like not just ourselves, but like for our family members and like people that we care about, our friends. Like we can share this with them, and whenever, every single month, whenever we get paid out, like we get paid more and more. So let's say you invest one time, you know, you're not gonna have to keep on reinvesting. But let's take a look at this real quick. I'm gonna move it up.
What is Crypto Unit? Crypto Unit is a global investment portfolio. Each token is involved in a share of this portfolio, and each member of the Crypto Unit program participates in a share of this portfolio. Crypto Unit was created in order to give a huge number of people access to a portfolio balanced with guaranteed profitability. A simple average person is not able to create such a portfolio themselves because such portfolios need to be created from at least $1 million. And we, planning the creation of the crypto unit, made it so that a person, even with small means, could enter the share of the global investment portfolio and to have the greatest benefit from it.
So, I don't know if you understood that. I think you did. Pretty much there's a portfolio, and you can get invested into it. But it's also a cryptocurrency as well. But you can't buy this. It's not on the market yet, which gives a wonderful opportunity. So you say, well, what am I giving you money for? It sounds like one of those scheme things where you rob Peter to pay Paul. Well, see, what you're actually buying here is these educational programs. See, this is going to give you some of the things, like 8 rules of a private investor. It's going to teach you how to become an investor. It's going to teach you how to become a portfolio builder so that you can have your own portfolio and not rely on just the company's portfolio. But they're also giving you an opportunity to make money off of the company's portfolio because they give you bonus crypto units that will pay you out every single month. So if we go to portfolio here, it says 6,210. See, so I purchased a couple of those other packages. I've gotten this. So let's say, this coin goes up to $1. My portfolio would be $6,210 worth of this crypto currently. If it was dollar for dollar. So therefore, I would get paid out a percentage of this. Plus, I'm also using this information in order to build my own portfolio. So every single time I get paid out from this, I'm also using that money to invest into my other portfolio to allow me to keep growing that, so that I get to a place where I can have enough money coming out of my portfolio residually between my portfolio and their portfolio to allow me to be able to live a life that is comfortable, a life that matters, a life that is impacting other people's lives and helping them become a better expression of whatever love looks like to them for their circle of influence. So whenever I share these kind of things, it's not to make a sale. I'm not here to sell anybody anything. I'm here to give y'all an opportunity to make a new decision in your life and start producing some new results. See, right now, it's Tuesday morning. I'm at home, 8:57 a.m. Because of my decisions in the past, I've been able to free myself today because of God's good graces and giving me vision and helping me with a supportive family that has kept me on track and kept me in line and put me around supportive people, loving people, caring people, wealthy people. I now have an opportunity, a gift to share with other people to help them be home Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock. I don't know if that's the kind of lifestyle that you want, or if you just love being frustrated going to work, or maybe you have a job you love, you just need an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. Maybe that's you. And if so, this can definitely produce that for you. But I tell you, if you don't get invested, if you are not doing what the wealthy people are doing, then you're not going to ever be wealthy. See, wealthy people do certain things in a certain order, which makes them wealthy. And what they do is they invest first, and then they pay their bills whenever their investments pay them out. See, that way they're always growing their accounts while also being able to pay their bills with the dividends or the returns or the loyalty payments, as this would be called. These are not dividends. These are loyalty payments that the company pays you for holding on to this coin as a bonus for purchasing these educational products. Does that make sense? So we kind of went over blockchain. We kind of went over cryptocurrencies and crypto units. We kind of went over a little bit of just about everything. So I just want to go ahead and really just let somebody else talk about it a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to leave this on for y'all so y'all can watch. And we'll talk soon.
Now, we'll be free. Plain and simple, in 6 months' time. All right? The more tokens you got, the more freer you are. Okay? We are going to change a lot of lives.
Concisely, because I have 4 persons on the call who have very futuristic plans, and both internationally. And I think you swing it right into action. One of the great concepts that I heard you say that I would like, why I like Skyway, not only the transport or the train or the buses, but also the how far down it will go from generation to generation, successive generation for investment that we put in now.
Yep, and that's their goal. Andre's goal is to help 1 million people become millionaires. And the crypto unit program itself will do that. All right? There'll be a lot of multiple millionaires and bigger developed out of this. Now, as you open your mind, all right, because a lot of people have some significant limiting beliefs, and it's not our fault, right? I had them too. We all went to school. Guess what? Your parents, your teachers, the TV, movies, everything is inserting into us limiting beliefs. If it's too good to be true, it is. You know, money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard to be, you know, all the stuff that's drummed into us. All right? In hindsight, making money is easy, all right, in hindsight. But when you're in the you have to work hard, the only way you can do it is work in a job, all of that mentality that gets drummed into us, yeah, it is hard to make money that way. But once you open up your mind to different possibilities, it's amazing what can happen. All right? So, mate, we're in for a wild ride, aren't we? Absolutely.
Fabulous.
So, who here knows where this is going? All right, now look around and look at all the smirks. The people who are smirking, they know where this is going.
Straight to the moon.
Straight to the moon and back. Absolutely. All right, now.
Hey, Devin from SWIG America. How are you, brother?
Good, Devin. Yourself? Oh, it's Cam's honey here. How are you going?
Man, we're doing great, man. We're doing great. I just wanted to say a couple of things.
Yep.
You know, it's very, very exciting times. And just like you said, there are going to be more millionaires at the end of this year than there have been in the history of the world. Okay? And that's a super great thing. The other thing, too, is I want to let people know that the advantage of being in the crypto club now as to waiting till after we launch and purchasing, you know, once they go to market. One is you're going to get loyalty bonuses, okay? If you wait until after we launch, you won't get that, okay? If you purchase through the market. The other thing, too, is we have our own crypto ATMs. So you're going to be getting dividends from that as well, too. So from the STO, from our crypto ATM, and from the dividends, you're going to be coming into something very, very big. And this STO is revolutionary. So no matter what it starts at, once we go to market, I can only see from studying the history of cryptocurrency, and I've studied cryptocurrency for 4 years now. And when we announced this in Kuala Lumpur in March, I was one of the people that jumped out of my seat because I know about STO. We've been talking about it for a few years now, and for our company to spearhead this, it's phenomenal. Anybody who has purchased, our educational packages and then been gifted, think of it like a startup. If you don't know about cryptocurrency, this is a great thing for you to get started with the new promotion that we're getting in stage 7, which I'm not going to say. I know you heard. I'm going to wait for them to make the official announcement. It's going to be even more of an advantage for people who don't know about cryptocurrency to be able to get a little taste of it, and experience this. But like I said, anybody who's listening, the advantage of getting in now is, being paid the loyalty bonuses, dividends from the STO, CRU, and then also from the crypto ATM. So this is going to be something great, like I said, and then, what you were talking about, the original plan. I mean, we're a multi-level marketing company. We're funding for Skyway Technology. That's the long-term investment. That's don't forget about that. Okay, everybody is focusing on the CRU, but you should also invest in that long-term investment, because when that comes into fruition, you're going to be paid very well as well. So, and the genius of this is, one, to create this STO to help us finish crowdfunding for Skyway Technology, but also for you to get something while you're waiting for your long-term investment to come in. And this is like super genius. And our company, my gosh, I'm going to tell you what, I love SWIG. They're very, very smart. People have been worried about, well, once we finish, crowdfunding for Skyway Technology, what are we going to do? Once we launch this, the STO CRU, what are we going to do? Our company is in the spotlight now. We don't really have to go and look for investments. Now investments are coming to look for us because they see how successful we are. And this is very, very exciting for me. We're learning new things all the time. Our portfolio is growing daily. I mean, it's grown so much just in the past couple of months. So we need to get more people, purchasing packages, becoming partners, and we need to grow our portfolio. And that's basically what's going to increase the value of our STO CRU once we go to launch in October.
Amen.
So, yes, I'm telling you, it's very, very exciting.
All right. So, definitely appreciate you hopping on with us. That was just a little bit. If you need some more information, get back with the person who shared this video with you. We are super excited. We are hoping that you understand what happened, what's going on, what's taking place, because it's super huge. The reality of what can be in your future in the next 4 to 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. The time is going to keep going by either way, but are you going to make a new decision to get you out of your current situation that you might not be too comfortable with? See, money's not everything, but I've heard that it ranks right up there with oxygen. I can't think of one problem that money can't help me solve right now. I can feel down in the dumps, but then if I go travel, to a beautiful place and see some beautiful scenery like a waterfall in the jungle or something like that, that might make me feel a little bit better about myself, might make me feel a little bit better about my reality. Money boosts your self-esteem. Money makes you feel like, you're doing the right things because you're starting to get around the right environments, around the right people. See, if you're looking for the right people, I believe that I found some of the right people, and I'd like to introduce you to them. Sometimes it's not about what we know, it's about who we know that is going to open up that door, going to bring that blessing into our lives so that we can manifest our wealthiest realities. So without further ado, I want to thank you again for hopping on. Get back with the person who shared this with you. They love you enough and care for you enough that they want to give you a blessing, and you should definitely contact them back. If you have any questions and you are on my page, go ahead, leave it in the comments, #replay. Also, reach out to me in a personal message as well. My name is Rodney Rudnick. I manifest wealthy realities. You have a great day. Peace.